Well, good morning. I hope that you guys can hear me fine. I am had a meeting at 8 o'clock and over at Foxtail Coffee out in the ICOT Center, which is in Largo, and just wrapped up my meeting. So I jumped on their Wi-Fi and I'm going to do a quick little coffee chat here. I do have a coffee in a big Foxtail cup. It is saying my internet is not great, so hopefully it's smooth. Please give me a comment if you see me and can hear me fine. I'd appreciate it. We do have a few things going on in October. It's getting busier. Snowbirds are moving back. Probably going to see traffic of that shortly, um, if you haven't already. Let me see. Friday, October 25th is Trick or Treat Trail at the City Hall. I'm going to take a look here. Yeah, and that is at City Hall. I don't know what time the line starts, but I know that the trick or treating starts at 5:30 at City Hall, and the same night is Halloween over at Owl Oween over at McGow. It's a great program. It's from 5:30 to 9. They do recommend that you pre-register for that. You can go on the city's website and thank you, Shane. Thank you, Peggy. And Preston, appreciate it. I I'm usually not out on public Wi-Fi for this, but I had a meeting that just wrapped up, so I'm making it work. Um, so Halloween over at McGow, it's a great program, 5:30 to 9. Make sure you pre-register. The next day, October 26th, is one of my favorite events of the year as the pool closes down over at Highland, the Family Aquatic Center. They will have Soggy Doggy on the 26th of October. So I think there's a time for little dogs and a time for bigger dogs, and it's fun, but it's a crazy time at the pool. All the dogs get to play around in the splash pad and have a blast. So that's the 26th. More information, I'll post it, but there's more information on the website. That day is also the Largo Evening Market over at Ulmer Park. It's from 5 until 9 on Saturday, October 25th. Another very important event for a lot of people is Shred Fest. So Shred Fest is October 18th. It's in the morning. I don't know the exact hours. I'll have to post that, but it is in the morning. I think it's 11 to 2, but I'm not certain. I'll post it. But the information is available on the city's website. That's October 18th, and that's at the Starkey Road Recycling Center. So bring your boxes of paper. All you gotta do is pull up and pop the trunk, and our folks will help you get that stuff shredded. So it is Tuesday. I have a busy day. We have a meeting tonight, city commission meeting. We will be swearing in some new police officers. We'll also be talking about Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The month of October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so our professionals in that department with the police department will talk a little bit about that. And then also October 5th through the 11th. So this week is Fire Prevention Week. You'll be seeing Tyler. Good question. I'll answer that in just a second. Um, it's Fire Prevention Week, so you'll be seeing some stuff like don't put lithium-ion batteries in your trash can. Around the county, around the country, there's been a lot of solid waste trucks that have caught fire because those lithium-ion batteries are put in with the regular trash and they get mixed with other stuff and they get wet and they can explode and catch fire. So please take those to, like, Home Depot has a place to recycle them. Regular old batteries, like traditional um, alkaline batteries, that way, you can put those in the trash. The solid waste folks say that you can put those in the regular trash, like a regular old AA battery can go in the trash, but lithium-ion batteries cannot. They're causing fires at waste facilities, and you probably see one a month at least, a fire truck that's caught fire. So please don't throw those in the trash can. Um, so this week is Fire Prevention Week. Let me see, we'll also be looking at, on second reading, our strategic plan that takes us all the way through 2030. And it's on the agenda tonight. It's really nicely done. Please take a look at that. If you've got some interest in what our plan is for the city, take a look at the strategic plan. It's on the agenda for tonight's meeting. We also have some CDC changes proposed, mostly allowing administrative review to speed up the process on some things. I'll give you an example. Currently, if a commercial property, well, they're allowed, but it's making it administratively approvable. Is that even a word? But if somebody has a 6-foot fence is our max, but you can go up to 2 feet above that in certain situations. And now we're going to be including, we're going to look at including residential properties, single-family residential properties. We've had a couple that have come all the way to City Commission, and we've approved those. So some of that will be able to be administratively approved, which is much faster than going through Planning Board or the City Commission. So there's a couple things around there. And then we'll be talking about, you've probably heard me talk about this before, a deep well injection project for treated wastewater. And that is a big project. Currently, we treat between 12 and 18 million gallons of water every day at our wastewater treatment plant. Much of that goes to our reclaimed water system, and much of it goes out to Tampa Bay and Old Tampa Bay. We're trying to eliminate that treated water that's going to Old Tampa Bay, and it will be put deep under the aquifer through a deep well injection process. That water actually saw a big presentation on this at the Tampa Bay Regional Planning Council a couple weeks ago. That water ends up essentially coming out with very salty water out into the deep Gulf of Mexico. So it's highly treated through our advanced wastewater treatment plant. It's at the level of reclaimed water, and then it's put deep in the ground, so it's not allowing nutrients to get into Old Tampa Bay. My understanding is that those nutrients are gone long before they get out into the Gulf of Mexico because of the bacteria that exists in that deep water. So initially, but more on that tonight at the commission meeting. So there was a question about what is being built across the street from the Horizon building. It is a retail development, so I think there's 2 end caps at our restaurants. I think 6 and maybe even as little as 2 tenant areas that will be retail. So it could be food, it could be shops, that type of thing. So it's a developer out of Atlanta that purchased that property in this building. It's all retail. There's no mixed use. It's mixed in uses, but there's no residential there. So that's my update. I hope that you guys were able to hear me well. Thank you for being here. If you guys have any questions that I didn't answer, please feel free to comment, and I will get to them as I can. And if I don't have the answer right away, I'll find the answer out. But again, thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you soon. I will have a live coffee chat in 2 weeks at Acropole on Starkey Road. I think that is normal 8:30 time, but I'll let you know if it's different. Have a great week.
My name is LaRon Roberts. I'm a solid waste driver for the city of Largo. My role is I'm what they call a claw truck driver. So we drive around picking up bulk items. So anything that doesn't fit in your trash can, we're the one that pick it up. Refrigerators, cabinets, dressers, couches. I got diagnosed in 2019 by my doctor. running regular lab tests, and he saw that my kidney functions were off. And then you know how they do, they ordered more tests, and then eventually they determined that I had a genetic disease and that my kidneys were starting to fail. And so in 2023, they called me up one day, said, we got lab work, doesn't look too good, come to the hospital. And that's when they put me on dialysis. I had to have surgery. That the day they called me to the hospital and they admitted me, they had to put a port in my stomach. And what it is that every night I hook up to this machine, and then in the morning, the theory is that it got all the toxins out of you. They don't make it easy getting on the transplant list. I've been trying for almost 2 years now. I finally, last month, got on the list. And that means that now I'm able to receive a kidney. I go through Tampa General, and you go to their website, the Live a Donor Program, and what it is that you can call them, and if you want to be a donor, they'll send you out to a blood kit. You take that kit to either Quest or LabCorp. They'll test it and let you know if you're a match. So having a kidney would help me live a better life, so I can do more things with my kids, so I don't have to do 9 hours a night of dialysis. Because, I work 10 hours a day. I get off at 5, get home about 5:30, and then at 8 o'clock I have to hook my machine up. So that only really gives me, 2.5 hours of time to rest before I have to be on that machine all night long. So, it's very challenging. Some days, it's a struggle, but life happens, and I'll get through it, and hopefully when I get my kidney transplant, I'll have a better life. What gives me hope? To know that, because when I go to my doctor, I'm in the waiting room with other people with kidney disease, and I see that they have lived long lives, long, happy lives, and sometimes you talk to them because sometimes you're waiting there, half an hour, 45 minutes to see the doctor. And they tell you their stories and how they had kidney disease and they got a kidney transplant. And now they're doing well and they're living happy lives, and that this is only a temporary setback in your life, that it doesn't have to define you. It doesn't mean that this is over. Because when I first got diagnosed, you know how you go in that I'm gonna die kind of mindset, but then you realize and you start talking to people that, no, this is not the end. What gives me hope is knowing that there's other people out there with the same disease that have lived long, happy lives.
Hi, I'm Sheridan, and I am at the beautiful Largo Central Park. So excited to share with you some of the amazing things that the city of Largo has been doing this year. Despite an unprecedented hurricane season, our community's resilience shined. Every team member played a critical role in making Largo the community of choice, with their commitment to being one team with one mission.
There's no I in team, and our staff has proven that time and time again.
You said there's no I in team, but there's a hell of a lot of go in Largo.
Yeah. For sure. And I am so proud of our staff, everything they do. Our staff do an awesome job.
This team here does a fantastic job, and it's just amazing to watch and hear the reports.
Earlier, our staff is amazing, and our EMPC, which is the policy committee that surround emergency management at the city, just experts in every little segment, and really making tough decisions for the benefit of our city.
It's really humbling to see how the teams really pulled together for the community. And so from the bottom of my heart and the rest of administration, really appreciate all the hard work that you did. Just thank you. Thank you very, very much.
As our community continues to recover, several key projects are in the works that highlight Largo's commitment to a brighter future. Long before the historic rainfall of 2024, Largo was already looking ahead. We began designing a stormwater retention pond along Clearwater-Largo Road to combat flooding. This intricate project, now in its final stages, involves roadway grading, under drain, and swale improvements to address drainage issues at 6 cross-street intersections. But that's not all. We're also safeguarding our vital sanitary sewer system lift stations. These critical pumps keep Largo's wastewater flowing to the reclamation facility, and flooding can bring them to a halt. To stay ahead of future weather events, we're planning to relocate 2 lift stations, ensuring they remain high and dry even during severe flooding. Resilience isn't just about water, it's about power too. At the Highland Recreation Complex, we're investing in a new high-power generator funded by the American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA. This $500,000 powerhouse is a lifeline for the entire facility, ensuring it stays fully operational during power outages when Team Largo and the community need it most. And we are not stopping there. We are harnessing the power of the sun. New construction projects like Horizon West Bay and downtown Largo feature solar panels, and our partnership with Solar United Neighbors is helping residents tap into solar energy too, reducing the cost of installation and paving the way for a resilient future. And if you didn't already know, Largo is on a mission to provide superior services that inspire community pride. And to help achieve that mission, Largo has trained its eye right here at Largo Central Park, where recreation and family fun are moving full steam ahead. That's because Largo continues to invest in our partnership with the Largo Central Railroad and the iconic miniature trains that have been chugging along for 30 years. And to keep these charming trains rolling for many more years to come, Largo is currently constructing a new railroad storage and maintenance station.
This new building's instrumental because we're actually in the process of renewing the entire railroad, so that way it can be with us another 3 decades. We were still operating out of basically old shipping containers and old semi-truck trailers that we had donated to us when we were at the very beginning back in 1991. And we had tried to keep them up, but they were showing their age. Sometimes you'd open them up and it would rain inside. We'll have a safe place to keep our trains. We're going to have a safe place to take and work on them because they require as much maintenance as the big guys, essentially. But we also get to make those memories that the kids take with them. And then the best part is when we get to see them come back 10 years later, or 5 years later as they get older, and they have their interest.
As the miniature trains wind their way through the park, they bring joy and excitement to everyone who visits. And just a short stroll from Central Park to right here at downtown's Ulmer Park, you'll find 2 events that are bringing the community together with music and more. I'm talking about Largo Live and Largo's Evening Market, which are inviting residents and visitors to downtown Largo.
You know, it's so cool to sit out and see young families, older couples, just people of different ages coming out to be part of the community and part of the event. And I love being able just to come outside and walk across the street and go and listen to live music on Fridays. It's great. It's a fun time to get out and just be with your neighbors. It's just important to have these types of events to get people out and show what Largo's capable of doing, and show how walkable and friendly Largo is. It's a great place to live, to raise a family, to grow old, whatever your stage of life is. It's a great place to be.
So the evening market, it definitely has grown. Started last July was our first one, and they started off with around 40 vendors. And it's grown into what it is today with around, I think, 80 vendors. I see the Largo market continuing to kind of bring that sense of community. It definitely is very nice to see the markets because this whole park just fills up, and it's so cool to see people enjoying this small little park in downtown Largo.
Between these 2 events, neighbors both near and far are gathering to enjoy live music, local vendors, and a vibrant atmosphere. As you can see, these projects are enhancing our community and bringing us closer together. Other notable accomplishments this year include investing in community spaces that serve the public every day, such as the Southwest Pool renovation. set to make a big splash by bringing competitive high diving back to Largo. And the addition of new seats and upgrades at the Central Park Performing Arts Center, enhancing the experience for performers and guests alike. Strengthening the infrastructure that keeps Largo moving, including improvements to Rosary Road that pave the way for better connectivity and more options for walking, biking, and driving across our city. Delivering modern, award-winning public safety services from the opening of the new Fire Station 39, improving health and emergency response in Southwest Largo, to national recognition of Largo's homeless outreach team, honored in Washington, D.C. with the Attorney General's Award for Distinguished Service in Community Policing. And embracing innovation to improve how we serve our community with the launch of the Largo Civic Access Portal, an online platform that makes permitting more flexible, more accessible, and more resilient for the future. Together, we are building a resilient and vibrant community. Stay tuned for what's on the horizon in 2026, like the opening of Horizon on West Bay, Largo's new City Hall, and more, as well as Largo's new strategic plan, which will guide planning and decision-making for years to come. To learn more about how that's so impactful to your services, visit largo.com/strategicplan. And please get involved and stay engaged in Largo's budget process throughout the year by visiting largo.com/budget today.
We're jet cleaning the storm line and we're vacuuming out the storm inlets of any debris.
So when we do have a rain event, the water flows freely out of the streets and no backups.
We're using the drone to do pre-storm inspections.
We're here today, we're mowing the ditches for the water to flow.
I'm cleaning debris from the storm gutters so water can run freely to the storm drains.
I wanted to tell everybody about a little-known service that we provide to come out and inspect trees. Whether the tree is on your personal property or the tree is on adjacent city property, we will, upon request, come out and do an inspection of the tree to help you determine what, if any, risk that tree poses to you or your property this storm season.
We're driving robotic cameras through the sanitary sewer lines to inspect for any problems before they occur.
The City of Largo is getting ready for storm season, and so should you. It's time to start making your plans and gathering your supplies. Be prepared by visiting largo.com/stormready today.